Being a studio owner, saying after this week things will die down over and over again. How many times have you said this phrase? Because I would be lying to say that I have actually never uttered those words. But what if we made a few small tweaks and made the fall frenzy actually go from crazy to calm? So, in this week's episode, I'm going to dive into just three small tweaks you can make the fall your most favorite time of year. If you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who is with me when I come on live every single Wednesday. And if you're just joining me and you stumbled upon this somehow, I'm Erin Bird and I support dance studio owners and educators to really grow their businesses without the overwhelm, the burnout, or sacrificing their personal life because you can have your dream, y'all. It is possible, but sometimes we just need a few small tweaks. And that's what I love to help studio owners with. So, my friends, come on, say hello. Let me know that you're here. And I have to tell you that this today is timely. And it's timely because it is the beginning of the year. It is busy. It is a busy time of year. It's busy for us too. Y'all, you could probably see over here, I've got my whole post-it system happening over here on my desk behind me because there's so much going on. Fall is already your favorite part of the cycle, but let's make it even better. Yes! Hey, 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 Lori. So good to see you. So, my friends, it is a busy time of year. It's today, I'm going to tell you, it's like a marathon day for me. It is a and I, started early this morning and I will go until, 6:30, 7 p.m. tonight. So know that I am not out of this either, right? But these are things that have really helped me to go from that chaos or that feeling like everything's crazy to really, okay, we can do this. It's calm. I know it needs to happen, right? And going from there. So let's go ahead and just dive right into the three little tweaks that you can do this year to go from crazy chaos to more calm in your life when it comes to your business and your personal life, honestly, because we have to balance the two. So the first thing that I'm going to tell y'all is that you need to set a routine and you need to stick to it, my friends, whatever that looks like for you. Do not feel like, you know what, I'm going to pull a couple all-nighters, I'm going to get through all this stuff, and then I'm going to be able to rest, and then things be, no, you need to create a schedule. What does that schedule look for you? Like for you, what works best for you? So for me personally, I need to get up before my kids get up. I need to wake up in the morning and I need to have time just where it's quiet. I can digest, I can read a little bit, I could do some, I could get my body moving, I could do the things, start having a little bit of coffee. I need some time for me first, and that's me personally. This, I'm not saying this to everybody, but it helps me set myself up for success. And then I have a routine. I have a routine, I have a framework, and I have a flow pretty much, which kind of might sound crazy, but for every single day of how my day is laid out, with built in buffers when things go awry. Okay, so that's number one. The other thing is that it really, you guys, humans thrive on consistency. A lot of times, you'll hear people say, oh, children thrive on consistency, which they do. Humans thrive on consistency. So, as an adult, to be as productive as possible, we really need to try to set a routine and stick to it for ourselves. That schedule is going to be imperative to you really being more productive and getting more done because you know what to expect next. You know what's going to happen next. We can thrive that way. So, who has a routine set? Give me an amen in there if you have a routine set and you are really consistent about doing it. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I'm going to sing today. So you guys, having a routine and sticking to it is absolutely imperative. I think that it's so, so important. Now, I'm going to tell you that today right? We know what today is. Today is 9/11. Um, and so there's some different things happening at my kids' schools. And so our day started a little bit earlier than normal, which is okay. But we for us as a family, it was really important for my kiddos to be at school early to participate in their 9/11 ceremonies that they have. And but the reason I'm bringing this up is I am one I will never forget, but my children will never forget because our schools are so um, committed to making sure that they're telling the story and they're really sharing with our kiddos what this day means. And so anywho, it's important to me. So what does that mean? Like today I have my routine, I have my schedule of how things happen, but like today we had to have a buffer, and I was like, guess what, we're going to shift things up by 15 minutes because my kiddos need to get up 15 minutes earlier today so we can make sure that we're at school early so they can participate in this ceremony. So we're still working within the routine and the structure, but sometimes it has to shift just slightly. So know that we got to be flexible. Why I love post-it notes, because they're flexible and we can move them all around. Okay, the second thing that my friends that we need to do, making small tweaks, is really, y'all, focus on one thing. If you have not read the book, The One Thing yet, by last name of the author is Keller, my friends, I really do suggest that you read it. And the whole premise of the book is really, what's the one thing? If you only got one thing done today, if you only got one thing done today, that is going to help you move the needle forward in your business, that is in alignment with your big goals. If you only got that one thing done today, you would be a total success for the day. Okay. So I'm going to suggest, here's my book plug. That's not my own book. But really, my friends, I'm an avid reader. I told you that's part of my morning routine is I love to read. So y'all, the one thing, if you haven't read it yet, it's a really like easy read. Um, really easy read. So it shouldn't take you too long. And yeah, I was gonna give the. I'm like, ooh, Audible audiobook free with possibly if you don't have a trial. Anyway, sorry, I'm like squirreling a little bit this morning. There's a lot. Yes, by Gary Keller. Thank you, Michelle. I was going to get an Amazon link. Maybe. But anywho, y'all can look it up. It's The One Thing by Gary Keller. And my friends, if you haven't read it, I would suggest it. But it really is true. And then you eat the frog. Another book reference. Anywho. But what do I mean by that? You do your morning routine, whatever your morning looks like. I'm not here to tell you, oh, if you're going to be successful, get up at 5 a.m. That is not what I'm telling you. We all have different schedules. If you're at the studio until 9 or 10 o'clock at night, asking you to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to have a miracle morning, y'all, no, it has to work with your schedule. So if that means you getting up at 10 a.m. is the beginning of your day, what is your consistent routine, right? And sticking with it, then you tackle the first thing that you do is tackle your one thing. Eat the frog, get it done, whatever that thing is. Because then if things start to go awry, you get a call from the school nurse to come pick up. You like there's all sorts of things that can happen within your day. We know that. And it seems like we might have to start putting out fires. So if you tackle the one thing first, you are going to feel like, you know what? I'm a rock star, number one. And those one things start to add up and you will get to your goals in the quickest fashion possible. But if you don't focus on that first and you go into other things and then life starts happening, you will get derailed. So, my friends, focus on the one thing. That small tweak alone can be an absolute game changer for y'all. Focus on the one thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't do all the things at once. So focus on your one thing. Yeah? Focus on your one thing. This is going to be a quick one today because like I told you, it's a marathon of the day. So the third thing, my friends, is honestly, If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you need to do all the things, you're struggling, if you feel like you've tried all the things and it's just not working for you, and you don't know necessarily how to fix it because you're in it. Sometimes when we're in it, we don't know, we can't see the forest for the trees. So, my friends, you need to get support. You need to get support. If you are feeling like things are crazy, chaotic, and you're overwhelmed and you're starting to feel burned out, possibly, you need to get support. That could be support from a family member, from a friend, support within your own staff. You have to be able to get support from them. You cannot do all the things. You can't do it alone, right? I mean, like, you cannot do all the things all on your own. You have to get support, and support comes from many different places. But the big thing I'm going to tell you is, like, I always start with inside of our Empire Builders Club, we are doing these planning sessions the third week of the month. And the first thing that we have to do is we have to just brain dump. We brain dump all the things that are on our plates, that are coming up, right? And then we have to decide, what can we hand off? Or what do I need support with? I don't know how to do XYZ. Y'all, I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I need support. I bring on people on my team who love tech, because I don't love tech. I don't understand all of the things. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I bring on people onto our team who have skill sets that maybe I don't have, but we need in our wheelhouse. I also bring on people who, even though I might be able to do something, I just don't want to do it anymore. It takes up too much of my time, and it's not helping me in the grand scheme of things get to my big goals. So you've got to get support. You got to get support. If you're feeling like things are crazy, they're chaotic, you're overwhelmed, you have to get support. And like I said, that comes from many different places. It might be asking your spouse, hey, can you help me with XYZ? It might be asking your kids, hey, can you help me with XYZ? We have to get support. It takes a village. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to run a business, my friends. You cannot do it alone. We have to get support. When you do those three things, again, things are going to magically snap, and overnight you're like, oh, I'm calm. I could just lay on the beach all the time and everything's happening. We all would love that. But if you are intentional about doing these three things, you are going to see your life change from feeling frantic, chaotic, crazy, and they will go to more of a calm state. You're not so stressed out all the time. Again, your life isn't going to be without stress. That's not how life works, right? Um, yes. Dear son, when I asked you to clean the bathroom on Saturdays, I meant every Saturday. Yes, I love it so much. So funny, but so true, right? So sometimes we have to remind that we need support. And that's okay too, okay? But we have to get support. So if we do these three things, my friends, if we do these three things, I promise you, you are going to see a shift. You're going to see a shift, okay? Now, of course, that's what we are here for. We are here to support studio owners, educators who need support. They need their lives to, maybe they want to grow their business. They have a big vision of success, but they are starting to feel burnt out. That's what we do. I can cut through all of the things and say, this is what we need to do, right? So if you are looking for support, business, how to manage business and personal life, y'all, because it could be hard. I want you to drop the word empire below if you're looking for additional support, and I will reach out to you and chat with you about what that could look like. We will talk about with what you're struggling with, what your big goals are, and then what's the best path to get there. What's the path of least resistance, my friends? That's what we do inside of Studio Empire, Dance Studio Empire, is we really cut through that, me and my team inside of our Empire Builders Club. And it is, y'all, the structure, again, we have a formula that really works, and but also infused with really personal touch, because we want to make sure that we know you and understand your businesses. So y'all, what's your, out of the three things, what's the one thing that you want to start with focusing on? If you don't have a routine yet, I really encourage you to start exploring that. If you haven't read the one thing or focusing on that one thing, I encourage you to take that on. And then if you don't feel like you have the support you need right now, and you feel like you're just treading water and barely keeping your head above the water, y'all need to get support. Whether that's with me or your inner circle, our team, your inner circle that you have, your husband, your office manager, who do you need to get additional support from so that you can thrive? Because just treading water, you can only tread water for so long. You can only tread water for so long. Okay, so let's just in case you came on late or you're coming back in on the replay, let's do a speedy recap for you of the tweaks that we need to make. So, my friends, here are the 3 small tweaks that you need to make to move your life from feeling like it's crazy and chaotic to calm this fall as we are starting a new season. So, the first thing that we need to do is, y'all, you need to set a routine and you need to stick to it. Consistency is key, not just for kiddos, but for humans and for us to thrive. When we set a routine and we stick to it, we will be more productive, we will get more done, and we won't feel so stressed out all the time. The second thing that we need to do is focus on the one thing first. So when you officially get your day started, you need to eat the frog. Tackle that one thing that is going to move the needle forward in your business and in your life to get you to your big goals. Then if life starts throwing stuff at you, you still have accomplished your one thing and you are on track, even if all the other things on your to-do list get thrown out the window because life hits you. And the third thing, my friends, that you need to do is get support. Get support from your family, from your staff, from your friends, from us, from Dance Studio Empire team. We are here to support you and help you really change how you are showing up in your business so things aren't chaotic and overwhelming and crazy, but really you feel a sense of calm knowing what your routine is going to be and cutting through the things that actually don't matter. Because sometimes we do things that really aren't in alignment with our big goals just because it's something that we've always done. So, my friends, if you'd like some more support from us, just drop the word empire below. We can start a conversation, see if it's a good fit for you. And I'm going to tell you, I got to read this real quick. Lori, I'm sorry, where the hell did my money go Wednesdays? Yes. So Lori and I, she is, thank you so much for sharing that, because we were talking about, Money Mondays, Financial Fridays. And then I said, where the hell did my money go on Wednesdays? And so that is something that you are committing to, which I absolutely love. It is very important. And you and I will follow up on that and how that's going inside of our calls inside the Empire Builders Club. So my friends, what are we doing right now? If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling a little crazy and chaotic, what are we going to do to change that? It all starts with a decision to change. And it's these 3 small tweaks that, when we compound them, are going to make a huge impact on your life, how you're feeling, and how productive you are. So I'm going to leave you all there. I will see you next week for another episode of the Aaron Bird Live Show, where we dive into all things dance studio owner related business tips and tricks and mindset strategies, and hopefully a little joy for y'all. So I'm going to leave you there. I hope you have a fantastic day, my friends, and I will see you all very, very soon.